Welcome to Poetry with Shing, where we uncover the beauty behind poetry. The poem of this week is Forgetfulness by Billy Collins. Forgetfulness by Billy Collins invokes the sense of forgetfulness plaguing the life of the person being addressed in the poem. The person in the poem is portrayed as once a learned man, but has now grown vastly detached from his previous knowledge, resulting in his helplessness. The person in the poem was a learned man. The person in the poem was once aware of the 9 muses. Unfortunately, he has since forgotten them. The 9 muses were part of Greek mythology that gave artists, philosophers, and individuals the necessary inspiration for creation. The allusion of the 9 muses in this poem highlights the person in the poem's vast breadth of knowledge, as he is aware of Greek mythological deities, and is also symbolic of the depleting creativity and innovative thinking of the person. As the person's inspiration for creation depletes, it suggests the person had creativity before, showing that he was extremely learned so that he had the necessary knowledge to exercise creativity. Furthermore, the reference to quadratic equation shows the person's breadth of knowledge, as he was not only familiar with Greek mythology, but also mathematical terminology. He even dabbled with the sciences, extending his thirst for knowledge even as he forgets his past knowledge, memorizing the order of the planets. However, the person in the poem has now grown vastly detached from his previous knowledge, as he slowly forgets them. The imagery of the memories he used to harbor deciding to retire to the southern hemisphere of the brain to a little fishing village where there are no phones is vivid in conveying the person's growing detachment and disconnect, not only with his past knowledge, but also with the world around him. The connotation of harbor and little fishing village suggests the person's memories and in turn his mental state to be one that is relaxed and peaceful. There is also a sense of lack of urgency and stress, as little fishing villages are typically relaxed and calm, with the people having little to do except to wait around for fishes. The use of the word retire also highlights the restful state of the person's mind, as his mind has started to rest and no longer is in its active state. Thus, the person is no longer as alert as before, and comes to forget his knowledge and memories. In addition, the symbolism of there are no phones reveals the person's disconnect with the outside world, as without a phone, he is unable to communicate with anyone else apart from people in the fishing village, which is the connotation for a small circle of people that he is close to. The person in the poem is helpless towards his gradual losing of memories. The name of the author is first to go, followed obediently by the title, reveals how the fading of his memories are beyond his control. The knowledge he has takes on an active role, as they are personified, with the title taking the active lead and being first to go. The word choice of obediently suggests that his fading of memories is also not up to his control, and instead it is the name of the novel that is assuming command as the title listens obediently to it. When the person forgets about quadratic equations, the poet describes it as the person watching the quadratic equation pack its bag. The striking word choice of watched reveals the person's helplessness in his forgetfulness, as he can do nothing but passively watch as the memories leave him, as their fading away is beyond the person's control. The person in the poem was once learned, but has since forgotten his knowledge and is becoming gradually detached from his surroundings, placing him in a helpless position. He is a symbol and representation of man, and the inevitability of our forgetting in life, especially as man ages. This poem is deeply reflective of man's impermanence and fragile state in this world, further emphasized by the portrayal of the person in the poem. Have another poem you want analyzed? Comment the name of the poem and poet in the comments below.